Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Sorry I'm a little late. I walked into work this morning because it's actually nice and warm and lovely. And you can actually see it, at least in the YouTube view, in the wide view. The reason why I'm late is because I have a Chipotle burrito bowl left over that I walked in my backpack. And when I got here, I realized the lid had opened and I had to clean that up. So that is why I am a few minutes late. I will blame Chipotle formally because how dare they do that to me? I'm an innocent victim here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and flip to the overhead camera. Hey there, Linda. Today is Friday the 13th. Ooh, very exciting. I love it. Did you know, in case you didn't, Friday the 13th always happens on a month where the first day is a Monday. Let me see if I'm lying to you right now. No, sorry, a Sunday. If the month starts with a Sunday, you're going to get a Friday the 13th. So, fun fact for you. Anyway, that is today. I'm a little scattered. I had to pick rice out of the bottom of my backpack, but it was a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. I walked into work and it's like in the 40s. It's supposed to get to 51 today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But enough about the weather. Why don't we go ahead and flip to the old sketchbook and do what we came here to do, which is some sketching. Just to give you a quick rundown of what we're sketching. We have been working through February on memory keeping, and this week in particular, we're focusing on people. Today, I want to focus on the VIPs in my life, which is to say, John and our pets, basically. So the people who are like in my day-to-day life, who I like to draw the most. I'm very excited about this one. These are my favorite people. All right, flipping. Let me get the camera worked out here. Oh my gosh, my computer rebooted in the night. How rude. Actually, it's probably great. I'm glad that it's doing things without my direct say so. Okay, there we go. Got my little face up there. You almost missed today because Comcast was working on the service until 4 minutes ago. Wow. Well, I'm glad that I'm late, I guess, Linda. That worked out really well. All right, okie dokie. Let me grab. So I have been drawing with a nib pen for the last couple days, but I'm going to switch it up today, and I'm just going to draw with a Tombow Fudenosuke. So a nice, just a brush pen. It's kind of an old one. It's not the most. It's not the best for lettering anymore because it doesn't have like a super pointed tip anymore. I've kind of worn it down, but it still is great for drawing. So let me get today's date down. Ooh, 13th. All right. Now, I guess, okay, hold on. Before I put down like actual, wow, I am just so clumsy this morning. My goodness. Okay. So I'm just going to do a really quick rough pencil, like kind of an outline, a structure of John. Man is all freaking legs. Tallest person I know. Really, the tallest person I know. Man's got feet for days. He's got legs for days. I cannot tell you how often he gets questions about his basketball prowess. Good morning, Ellen. Hello. We're just jumping right in. Good morning, alien of dragons. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. Thank you. Fun fact about John, he's very hairy. He's very Italian. So, if he didn't like trim up around his beard, it would just continue to flow right into the rest of him. Hope that wasn't DMI. It's something I admire. As someone who's never been particularly good at growing chest hair, I find it very impressive. Surprised he's so tall. What with being Italian? He's like Italian with a little bit of Syrian in there. I don't know, that adds to the hair. It doesn't. I don't know if that says anything about the height. You'd think with a name like Abrahamson that it would be like he'd have like Norway or northern. What do we call them up there? Not Swedes, not Dutch. Netherlands. The Netherlands. That's what I'm looking for. You'd think that it would be, the name Abrahamson would come from the Netherlands, where people are notoriously tall. But no. I don't know what to do with his arms. What do I do with his arms? Why? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. What does he do with his hands? I live with him every day. Usually he's gesturing. Well, that was too long of a finger. Really? I mean, I guess Italians aren't exactly like, being recruited into the NBA. It's either folks from the Netherlands, the tons of African countries. Japan has tall representation, but I can't think of any Italians in the NBA. Granted, I'm not much of a NBA fan, so that could just be my lack of knowing. There's no famous ones that are in the NBA, I guess. So this shirt looks crazy without, like, I don't know, context. I know what shirt I'm drawing here. It's a fox wearing headphones. Hey there, Ariana. Linda, they play soccer. Yeah, I guess height's not really much of an advantage in soccer, I suppose. I mean, having longer legs probably has advantages, but like longer reach doesn't really. Y'all want to know what size shoe he has? For reference, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I am drawing my husband, who is 6'9", 6 feet 9 inches tall. That's why we're talking about height. John's a tall dude, very, very tall. And you have no idea how hard it is to find clothes for him that he likes that fit. I was going to say, do you know what size this guy's shoes are? My man wears a size 18 shoe. Actually, yeah, wow, Linda, you got there. Yeah, size 18. It's very, very hard to find shoes that he likes, that fit, and that uh, are something we can actually afford. And most shoes, most brands cap at about the size 13. The short people sport. I'm going to tell him that later, and he's going to have a really good laugh about it. Okay, well, what's some, before I draw the dogs, what are some things that are very John-like to do? Here, actually, I'm going to do that. Uh, you said you spent a summer working in the men's suit department. Well, then I'm sure you got some experience with the sizing. I hate shopping with him for him. I hate it so much. It's so hard because there's like the big and tall section, but the problem is that a lot of times jeans that are long enough to cover his ankles are not are also built for someone who has a much wider waist, shall we say, um, rather than just long legs. So it's a whole thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw the dogs now. And the cat. Here, quick pencil first. Here, wait. Draw these down here. Okay. Well, I guess let me. Okay. Hey there, DNA. Nice to see you. Indeed, indeed. Anything in particular prompt that, or is it just you're just feeling positive affirmations this morning? Either way, I'm here for it. Okay. There's Basil. Ah, yes, we do all deserve VIPs in our own lives, people who we care about, who care about us. Pardon me. All right, there's John and my two doggies. Basil and Summer. And then let's add the kitty cat. How shall I draw her? We're all kind of like on an actual plane of existence, so it feels like she can't just be floating. on a cloud pillow. I have her jumping here. I think she's jumping on Basil, I guess. A cat tree. A cat tree would have made so much sense. Linda, that's I'm already committed. But yeah. Here, maybe I'll have her jumping off of a cat tree. The cloud pillow is Juniper's cat tree. That's really cute. Thanks. Cloud trees. Cute. All right. That is that for today. Ooh, get a little zoom out here. You can see the whole thing. We've got John, and then both of the dogs, Basil and Summer, and then we've got Cora the cat, causing problems, which is accurate. Alrighty then, that is it for today's sketch session. That was a lovely one, really, really fun. I love drawing these people and drawing these pets. So, chef's kiss. This was a nice Friday for me personally. Thank you so much for joining me while I do my little sketches. It's always really fun, and it makes it so much better that you all are here. The cat shows up more than the dogs on camera. I assume you mean lately, like them before. Yeah, I've been trying to represent her a little bit more. She doesn't get to come to the studio to like be on camera or anything. Although I guess the dogs aren't ever on camera either. But either way, yada yada. I will see.